Hey, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode here at Mike's Mods and Customs. Today we're getting started with working on the Fourhorsemen July edition build. We're working with the Studebaker pickup truck here, and the theme is dragster. So I've been thinking about what I'm going to do for a little while now, too long, and now it's time to get it happening. So this is the casting we got. I've already got it taken apart and drilled out because I stole the wheels off of it a while ago. So I gotta get the casting in the stripper, get that cleaned up. Gotta figure out what else we're gonna do. I was seeing this motor, this chassis, that truck, dragster, I don't know. So I got some work to do to get prep work going here. So hang in there with me. I'll be right back. We'll get some more work done here. I do know that's the casting we're using, and it needs to go where? In the sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and put that in there, let that do its thing, get that cleaning up, stripped down, let it sit overnight. We'll come back to it tomorrow and clean it all up, get it ready to go for the next process. If I can get it to flip over, there we go. Alright, so we'll let that sit there and chill. If you haven't yet already, subscribe, give me a like, ring the bell for notification of future videos. And we'll let that sit and do that. Then we are potentially going to use this engine, so we're going to put that in the super clean. We might use that one too, so you know what? We're going to put that in the super clean too. So I'm going to go ahead and get these things cleaned up. We'll be right back with some more. Hang in there with me. Alright guys, well, so here we're back at the bench. I got a little bit carried away. Last step you seen was the Studebaker going into the stripper. So the magic sauce did its job. The truck came out of the stripper nice and clean, and I've already started the construction process. So this is the green chassis that was one of my options. So I've already gone ahead and cut it and made it a bit longer. I got a piece of styrene in there. It's just kind of temporarily glued in at the moment. I just made some measurements to get markings to the length it's going to be. So that's going to be the length of my chassis. If you can see, it's going to be pretty long. So let me show you what I'm thinking. So, chassis with the wheelie bar, the bed. I'm going to put the cover back in there somehow. This piece, that's going to go back in there with the interior. And this massively blown engine. And then the nose. I'm going to come up with some aluminum tubing, like roll cage, tube chassis pieces to simulate it being held together with that. So we'll see. It's going to be crazy. That's my plan. So I gotta get back to making this one, and then I gotta work on the axle, the rear axle tubes, and that is definitely not a thing that I've done successfully. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna do that. So let's see if we can get this back to. There we go. I'm learning. So I'm gonna get this chassis into one. I have to build a firewall. I already have a template cut out here. Sheet styrene to build a firewall. So got a lot of work to do, not a lot of time to do it. When I get back at it, hang in there with me. I'll show you another update. Alright, so we got a little bit more progress done. I got the chassis to length where I go on it. I'm gonna build up the bottom side of this with some more styrene and box it in to simulate the original setup. And then we got a firewall on the main chassis, the main cab. I got a firewall in there, so that's just another piece of styrene. So I got that. So I still got to finish detailing it up a little bit more, but then I'm going to have to make some marks and measurements for the cab to now fit over the frame rail. So I'll have to cut out some sections of the firewall so that'll sit down to be more level. Then once I get that done, I'll have this boxed in. I got to work on the axle. So I got lots of work to do yet still. So yeah, that's where we're at. We'll be back with some more. All right, so just a quick update here on the chassis construction for this drag truck. Some pretty tedious work. It's hard to record it all because I don't really know my approach until I just start fiddling with it. But I went ahead and got a piece of styrene cut in there. So that was my initial extension. So you can see there where I cut it. And then I just now put in a second layer of styrene. You can see right there, there's two pieces. So I put a filler piece in on the bottom. So now, at least across the bottom of the chassis, that's smooth. Then I have to cut the firewall out so that'll sit in there properly. So I obviously don't want it sitting in a rake like that. I need it to go the other way. So still a lot of work to do here yet. So just wanted to give a quick update. That's where we're at. Got some more styrene cutting to do. I'll be here at the workbench. I'll be right back with some more. All right, so after about, I don't know, hour and a half worth of some styrene work between the cab and the frame here, I think we got it set up to be where I'm going to be happy with it. I made a modification to the back here. There used to be an engine oil pan there. My engine's not going to be in the back, so I got rid of that. Glued those pieces in, sanded them down. It's going to sit on the frame like that. It's pretty equal across there. Just going to go ahead and put the screw in and show you kind of what we're looking at. So there's going to be the stance, I guess. I think my next step is going to be to get those get the rear axle tube in there, and we'll see how that works out. All right, so we're back after some more manufacturing. We got the axle tubes in there in the front, and after some pretty extreme work, I got some in the back. So notice the difference there in the back. I had to cut away some here to make some room. The tires I chose are pretty fat, as we want for a dragster. So right in here, I had to do some cutaway to make room for the axle tube. So as I did, it became really weak back there, and I was really kind of concerned about the structure of the chassis right in through here. So you'll see I added in some more styrene to the top, and in the bottom there I filled in a spot to stiffen all this up so it would not be so fragile back there. So I put the axle tube in, and I glued in this styrene over the top of it. I think for now I'm done with this chassis. So I got the wheels picked out. This is what we went with for wheels. Some pretty cool Real Riders there. They got some pretty good meat to them. Not really sure what I got them off of, where they came from, but then there's a matching set of skinnies for the front. So give you an idea. All right, so we're back. There's the stance with the wheels. So to try to give you an idea, there we go. So we still got quite a bit to do to get that chassis 100% complete, but give you a little bit of an idea of where I'm going with this. Something like that is our end result. So, all right, we're going back to it. We'll be back with some more. All right, so here we are. We're back with a roller. We got our rolling chassis done. We got the wheels mounted on there, looking pretty sweet. With the chassis all cleaned up and smoothed down with some filler, and got it painted up basic black just to get some color on it. So I'm gonna call the chassis complete. We're done with the chassis. Now we're gonna go to work on the casting. I'm gonna get the Dremel wheel out, get this thing cleaned up. Gotta decide 100% what I'm gonna do for paint and color, and then we'll start getting to work on that. So that's next. Hang in there with me. Alright, so I'm just going to go over some of the things here that I've just been messing with. So the interior is going to want to go in there. We're going to put the window in first. Just giving everything a test fit. Make sure everything is going to fit right. I see I had to make some modifications in here to make room for the tires. See where I had to tub that out? I still have to come back with the Dremel and clean out the edges of these inside fender walls to make room so everything will fit just snug. The wheels roll right now, but boy, is it super close. So I'll go back in and clean that up a little bit. Alright, so as I was cleaning up, quick little discovery. On the original casting, excuse me, there was cutouts right here for the exhaust pipes. So right in here, there was cutouts. Right where you see that JB Weld set up. There was cutouts there for the exhaust pipes sticking out on the sides. No, 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 no. I don't want them. Don't want them. So, what I did is I just put some masking tape on the back side of it. Mixed up a quick little concoction of JB Weld. And went ahead and put that in there. So, there that be. Now we let that sit overnight. Let that harden up nice. Then we'll come back next day. Take that tape off. And then sand and file that down and make it nice and smooth to match the rest of the contour of the truck. And we'll go from there. So that'll set aside over there. We're going to work on some other details. Alright, so here we are out of the body shop spray booth for primer and interior details. There's a lot going on. I got I got a little bit carried away and kept right on trucking and working without recording. So let me get you up to date a little bit. So I have the casting here and gone ahead and filled in where the exhaust pipes were there. And I've mocked up roll cage, tube chassis. We got this in primer ready to go. I got those glued in there right now. Just letting those dry and cure. So yeah, I had to clean out the inside of the wheel wells in there with the Dremel to make a little bit more room for those fatty tires. So we're gonna let that thing sit and cure and dry, get this back over to the paint booth and get some color on it, and yeah, we'll see how it comes out. We're getting there. So yes, we are getting there. And speaking of running out of time, we are definitely doing that. And this is turning out to be one of the longest videos I've done. So, probably going to have a lot of editing to do, so it's not a 30-minute, 40-minute video for you guys to watch. It gets a little blah. I'm going to try something new on the exhaust on this one. Seeing as I'm already late, I don't want to rush it. It's coming out really nice. So if I rush, I'm going to start making silly mistakes, and then I'm going to ruin the whole thing. So I'm going to try to give these exhaust pipes that metal, the burnt blue look right up close to the cylinder heads. So we'll see how that comes out. All right, so there's some chrome, the Molotov chrome on the top and on the exhaust. Just aluminum plate color for the heads and the blower. I'm going to detail up that fan belt in the front. And that's going to stay like that. It's going to sit right on the chassis. So I'm going to get this thing finished up. Get my airbrush up and running. Get back to the paint booth to finish up that body. And we'll be back with some more. Alright, so finally, here we are. You'll probably notice by a little bit of tone in my voice, a little bit different, a little bit more positive. This thing came out awesome. The color is perfect. Everything kind of worked out exactly the way I wanted to. It just fought me every second of the way. So, Fourhorsemen, 63 Studebaker build. This is what we started with. This is just the second vehicle that I have with all my Fourhorsemen builds I do. I keep one original, and then I keep the modified one. So right there, 63 Studebaker pickup truck. The theme for this month was drag truck. So we finally got the thing out of the paint booth. It potentially is a little bit tacky still. 5 coats of clear A little bit of minor detail work. Let's bring it in on the mics. Mods and custom hauler. We'll get these things out of the way so we have plenty of room to turn. This thing pretty much takes up the entire trailer. I hope you're going to like this as much as I do. This thing came out awesome. So, I definitely chopped it up a bit. Made it longer. Custom built front chassis. The whole 9 yards. We really went to town. We got some wheelie action that we can do. Check out the length. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than it used to be. Anyways, let's get to looking at it. Get that trailer out of the way. So, big old engine. Detailed it up a little bit. Chromed up the blower. Got to roll the tube chassis going between the cab and the nose. We mounted on some wheel riders. We had to do some massive customizing to the chassis down below. We had to customize the interior a little bit to get it to sit the way we wanted to. We got a roll cage in the back that we installed. Last minute decision of a installed wing on the back. And I'll try to post in a picture here of where I got this paint idea from. It came from a rail truck. This is nothing like, so I might not even show the picture. This is nothing like the picture that I was copying. But yeah, so I mean, there it is, and it's a roller. It rolls nice. With all that chassis work that I did, I honestly wasn't expecting it to roll on all fours as nicely as it does. So we'll get this thing spinning here a little bit. We'll let that spin around, and please hit that subscribe button so you get to see all these videos come out. Make sure you give me a big old thumbs up on this 63 Studebaker video here, and share the video, pass it along to your friends, and make sure you hit that bell notification so that you get notified when all these videos are done and complete and up on the channel. And you'll see more to come. So that's all I got for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing some of your time here with me to see the build of this 63 Studebaker for the Fourhorsemen in July of 2021. I'll get some glamour shots of this thing up for you. Thanks again, and have a great night.